Hi guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Survive. I'm the Mysterious JG. I really wish I had checked my this online guide that I glanced at before I took the time to do a bunch of rescue missions before doing the base dig, because I feel like those actually didn't get me any closer to unlocking the new classes, and this mission will. But it's a specific one that will be unlocked by having done the base dig first. We've already got it marked. So I didn't refill my med spray, so hopefully I won't waste a lot of it. The last med spray I used was while in base and perfectly safe and just impatient about healing up. So not that strategic, but oh well. Getting pretty. Now that I've seen those boss fights appear, I know basically I'm really close to being able to do everything I wanted to do to wrap this whole LP up. So while I'm enjoying the game, I'm kind of anxious to put it behind me. I'm in the back of my mind, I'm trying to figure out, once I finish this, and I desperately need to get one of those Final Fantasy games wrapped, but if I want to do more action game stuff, should I switch over, or should I get going with Metal Gear Revengeance? Or Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Or, they're actually fairly similar in a lot of ways, though probably not as good, really. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. That's right. I knew there was like some kind of fancy way to get up here without dealing with that whole other path. It's one of the officially sanctioned climbing spots that this great open world game gives you. Oh, it's one of these zones. Oh, and you guys. I hate you guys. But the shock spear is one of the only weapons that can actually do some good against them. Because they actually do get electrified. So they're not a good enemy to try to melee, but if you're going to do it with this weapon. And there might be something to be said for clearing all this shit out before I go any further. Because we got those guys that like grab your feet and go. Would be annoying to be dodging those with a guy on your back. Who am I kidding? There's annoying to deal with him. Period. Okay, one of these guys. A bridge. There used to be a bridge there, I thought. I don't know how I'm getting over there now. Whoa. You look like a new friend. Got burning zombies. And they don't even have like a unique name. Interesting. So I wonder if these are actually unique enemy, or they just made them, they'll pop up from now on all over the place, or if they're just wanderers that they decided to make look extra cool for this mission, who don't actually do anything different in terms of their combat. Now, I'm not really worried about the containers that washed up. I am trying to actually rescue this prisoner. Or not prisoner, but, you know, survivor. Yeah, first time I've seen one of you guys just, like, hanging out to sleep. Come over here and get this plastic trash container. I wasn't going to bother, but... Oh no, you blew up a bridge. Oh, you jerk. You guys can blow up bridges. That's what happened over here. There was a bridge and that mortar guy blew it up. I want to know how to get across now. Well, I see you, although you'll probably still get to sneak up on me first. Alright. This still doesn't... Still don't know how I'm getting across.
Keep an eye on your remaining oxygen. Captain, supply yourself with oxygen by using Kuban energy.
Well, I'm more worried about that other guy's oxygen.
From your iDroid.
Alright, I need to get across this one without it blowing up. Because I don't know if I screwed up and it should have been possible to cross those bridges, or if it was a plot thing, but what? You didn't... I backstabbed you. How did you not die? Whatever. Alright. Well, we will do the oxygen thing, but yeah, that guy, we had triggered him. You know, he's easily triggered. He's a gentle soul. But we triggered him, which meant that his, he was already getting, like, his oxygen depleted. Which means that we don't have very long to get him out of here before he dies. Well, come on. It's pretty obvious I should be able to get up there. Or not. I'd assume if I outright fail this, I get to start over some kind of way. Can you let me up? Obviously I have to be able to hit this thing. For whatever awesome mass reward. Got new color variations. No longer have to be the purple helmet warrior. Not that that was ever something I had to be. Oh, for crying out loud. Of course, now I don't even know where I am, which is not making it easier to figure out how to get to this guy. Okay, so I'm really, really far away. I'm not that far away, but it's enough. It doesn't seem like I'm meant to be able to get there from here. Well, that looks an awful lot like game over to me. Yeah, they just kind of threw this thing in the middle here that I don't know if we're meant to be able to get over it. Okay. Never mind.
Your life is dangerously low.
Okay, I kind of thought maybe you could drop down there, but I feel like that was,
Please respond. What has happened?
I think that was just like complete,
Please respond.
complete game over zone, like you're not supposed to be able to get through there at all. So I need to figure out a way to not blow up those first two bridges, I think. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Don't let those two bridges get destroyed.
Rescue the target as quickly as possible. I've marked the predicted location. Take a look at the map.
So we'll try this again and try to see if we can get across that bridge without letting the mortar blow it up. Or triggering that sleeping bomber. Because that's basically what did us in. Think about whipping a bow with flaming arrows or something, because I really got no ranged weapons, and that might be what I really need to deal with, that mortar, because it's on the other side of the bridge, and its attacks are capable of blowing up the bridge. But the good news is that it looks like I now have switched to an economy where I'm able to get the medical, food, and water supplies I need automatically with whatever upgrades I got for completing the main story. Which is nice if they're going to have, like, automated base defense while you're not playing the game and stuff like that, for you not to, every time you start the game up, you don't have enough resources to continue. Can I get through this initial portion of mist so I can frickin' see? Okay. Looks like that wasn't a very safe place to drop down. Oh, never mind, it's fine. They got far better eyesight than most enemies. Oh, is that a mortar? No, that is a mortar. Alright, well you at least... Oh, you're an armored. But you're probably not going to be able to blow up a whatever else is happening, you're not going to be able to blow up a bridge on me, so that's key. Hoping I can lose him and sneak up on him, but even that, it's not that useful against the armored. Because the problem with them is usually that... Yeah, just turning around and heading this way. What a jerk. It's not... I don't think it's impossible to sneak up on these guys, but it's far more difficult than it is with most enemies. Yeah, you gotta really be slamming that button early, which makes it easy to accidentally do the trip maneuver. There's a whole... It looks like we didn't even have to cross a freaking bridge to get to this guy if we did it right. Although, again, this is not an exact marker for where he is. Oh, but it's actually pretty damn close.
Confirmed. Hurry and rescue him.
Hurry up and save Meryl. Man, I'm actually doing really well. Took out both mortars and one of them ninja dudes before they could really do much.
If the target dies, the mission will have been for nothing.
So, you know, don't let the target die,
Consider the
Danny.
target's safety as well.
I mean, it seems like logically go back the way you came. Other than an armored guy, we took care of everybody along this route. Although... didn't seem to have noticed this guy. Let's stick with this just in case I can get him. I did. Oh, good for me. I'm the best. This is going a lot smoother than the last attempt. Don't really feel like I'm taking advantage of knowledge gained either. Like, I just found a better path. Is that the armor guy? It is. But I can probably just evade him. Well, need to be careful about dropping off cliffs here. Don't miss out on oil or plastic. But otherwise, we're doing good. Except for that whole not dropping off cliffs thing. Oh, great. So how do we get her out of here? Guess we can't really go this way. Okay, that's not gonna work. Unless you can dash across there, and I don't think that's really recommended. Now we're getting into range of the little hissy guys.
Deny the remaining oxygen. Captain, supply yourself with oxygen by using Kuban energy. You can supply yourself with oxygen from your iDroid.
Can I? Is that a thing that happens in this game? No idea. Alright, once again, careful we're not running off a cliff as we pass through this. Super bad visibility anytime you come in or out of the dust. Seriously, game, how freaking annoying are you going to be with this? may be easier to get to this other exit. Oh, I hope you're not the same armored guy. I don't think you are. Well, they've marked the... Yeah, it might have been impossible to get back to the one I came from. After all, I had to climb a cliff wall to get there. So it could be that this was the right way to go all along. Thanks to this large spiked barricade, we know that it's safe. We've also got iron to pick up. Kind of open for copper. You just stay put. Everything will be fine. I can't even open a container with you on my back, apparently. It seems silly, but apparently it's a thing. Okay, let's keep an eye on the door. We are in a base, so for whatever reason, once you have defended them once, they become sacrosanct, and I don't think the enemies will follow us here. Although, and we've had places that looked a lot like the wormhole bases, where Karen Corps, members would appear. No, there actually is a guy coming looking for us now. It's really hoping to find some copper, but let's just not mess up this mission at this point. Get out. I wonder if the mission's over now or if it's going to make me warp back to other base camp first. It's saving anyway. Hey, I'm picking up that guy from Mass Effect Andromeda who's like the leader of the... not the Collectors, but the guys whose names sounded kind of like Collectors.
I thought I was dead for sure.
Yeah, well, you were wrong.
I can't say when we might make it home.
But that one rando is certainly going to
But
help.
this world could very well have more surprises in store for us.
Let's go find other
See what you
classes.
come across out there. You just might find the key to getting back.
They're dropping these little hints that it's worth playing the post game. Well, we got a little more copper, I guess. There's an item that can be harvested, guys. Tutorial Survival in an Open World. Salvage mission co-op missions are an opportunity to obtain powerful weapons and gear you cannot find anywhere else. Upgrade your weapons and gear and then take on even harder missions. Dig a base camp to obtain recipes for new units and materials for growing camp itself. Once your crew and base have reached a certain point, you can even have the defense team protect the base camp for you. Take on side missions and explore new areas to rescue castaways and discover new recipes. In addition, giving deployment missions to the exploration team is an efficient way to searching your environment.
Captain,
It's like there's all sorts of cool stuff you
I've
should be doing.
detected a new memory board.
Cool.
For details, check your iDroid.
Otherwise, get the F out. So we can open a case. Get composition explosives and a broken cold weather vest. We can also put him, former Karen Corps member. Don't know what he's going to turn out to be good at, but for now we'll put him on the team everybody's going on. But it seems like he's a unique dude who should have some kind of unique skills eventually. These guys are not performing very well. Oh well. Well, we're all injured, so let's, we're bleeding, I'll take care of it. Eventually I need to actually make new styptics. Probably do that before we get too much farther. Oh no, I can actually just get some out of storage, because I got a bunch in storage, of course. Should have occurred to me that I had these things in storage. That's right, because I was trying not to have too much stuff in my inventory. But styptic kits, taping kits, bandages, those are the ones that... And pulses, those come up a lot. Antidote serum, not as frequently. Kind of want to return to base camp and build that... build that double water container thing and then call it a video. And then next time... We'll try to get... Oh, customized option parts. Eh? Sexy. Undergarments not affect your character's abilities. But yeah, you can pay real-life money to have your female in-game avatar dressed as Eva. So, or the boss. So, you know, that's the thing. But yeah, I think the next mission we can get our hands on... the last memory board in the game, and that is the one that will unlock all those other classes. So I really wouldn't mind doing that before I call it a session, because then I can just see whether I can pour all my points into stuff and level up.
Go secure the memory board.
No, damn it!
I've updated your iDroid's information. Have a look.
Because kind of the last thing... medium tent. Kind of the last thing that we'd need to do is those all-powerful boss monsters, you know. Alright, so now we're almost completely out of copper. And it becomes the critical thing for our guys to go after in future Kenway's fleet missions. But what we're going to do is call it a video, and when we come back, we are... Whoa, what is that? I was just switching away from... I've never seen this particular... Customize, change color. Okay. When we come back, we are going to be going after the last memory board. I'm Serious JG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.